Alright, hey everyone. So, I'm gonna do things a little differently this time. The past couple weeks have been pretty busy. I had to fly to town kind of emergently, so I'm just gonna be a little behind on these matchups. But I did get my week 6 matchup done, and I didn't record kind of like the team preview or anything before I did the battle. I just did the battle and kind of was on my way. So I'm gonna kind of do things a little different. So what I'm gonna do is do the battle first and just play that out, and then I'll go back and go over this team here. The battle will be up right now. Okay, here we are with the battle against Bloomer. Pretty much the team I thought, except for Wimpod. I was not expecting Wimpod. The fake out, the typical fake out. See if that's the disguise. There's really nothing wrong with me being knockoff, right? I did not look at Wimpod at all. I really don't know what it does. Obviously the bug type is, you know, gonna be annoying with GRUNKY, but man, fake out just does so much. Nice. I guess I could probably just Grycy Glide for the priority. Nothing really wants to switch in on that. Except for Dwebble. Or Surskit maybe. Nice. I honestly didn't pack like really anything to deal with Starly, but I did expect Starly to come just for GRUNKY, and maybe Chikorita. Chikorita's been doing pretty good, so I bet they're gonna bring out Dwebble, or maybe A-Bomb. I think they're gonna. Okay, there's Dwebble. Yeah, I think I'm gonna knock off here. Berry juice, that's fine. That's okay. Who do I want to bring in now? Honestly, I think we're gonna bring in Margaret, and I think I'm gonna Glare. Bloomer might switch out here, but I don't know if they watched last week's battle, but Glare did a lot, so. Okay, nice. Now what do I want to do? I think I'm just gonna coil. I might coil again. There's really no reason not to, right? It's either they stay in and just kind of do nothing, or That's actually a good switch. I'm going to protect, just so I can take some chip. Yeah, didn't take any chip. Man, I should have glared there. Yikes. That was not good on my part. Dang, GRUNKY would be a good switch here. I'm going to facade, just in case I live. Nice. Nice. Hey! Oh, that should not have happened. Oh, man. They're probably going to go just for the KO, right? Yeah. I can't really switch anything into this. I'm just gonna facade, just in case they try to predict a switch, yeah. Speed tier, 9 to 17. I'm gonna bring in Charlie. And fake out. They're probably gonna switch, which is fine. Because any kind of chip damage would be good. Oh, no switch. I need Meow. Man, this Surskit is annoying. What is it? It's just Life Orb, Aqua Jet. It's probably Swift Swim. I have to preserve Meowth. Oops. I almost put Fake Out on Zubat too. I really should have. I'm just gonna have to hope that this survives whatever hit that might be. Oh, okay. Nothing's really stopping me from doing this. Nice. Nice, okay. I was not expecting to switch there. I don't think they should have, for being honest. This thing can be 19 and I'm slow thing. Dang, oh my goodness. Okay, I might just be overthinking this, but I originally had Life Orb on Zubat, and that was just for this situation if I needed to switch the move. But this thing has to be fast. There's no reason Bloomer doesn't run max speed on that. Oh no. That's okay. That's okay. I just have to fake out. It might have been good to, okay, fake out might pick up the KO here. Nice. Ooh, I wonder if they are like, oh, okay, they're life orb. That's fine. I think we should, I mean, it's just gonna be a speed tie, right? So hopefully we win it. If not, we're in trouble. Okay, that's not good. Oh, yikes. Yikes. I scarfed life orb. Oh man. Okay. I think I might just have to leash life. I think that's my best bet here. They're probably thinking about switching out to Zorua, which I bet I would get the KO on. And if they switch, then I should have rapid spinned, but maybe I still should have rapid spin. But there's no reason, yeah. Oh, just barely. Okay, we need a crit here. Yeah, because I think that might be GG. Yikes. I just have to try it, yeah. Interesting. Okay, I guess there might be a chance here, but I don't think there is. Unless I outspeed, yeah. Dang, GG. Oh man, that's okay. There's some interesting turns in this match. Like the switch out, they did a couple, like they switched out a couple times. I was really surprised at that. Where is that at? Yeah, like this was interesting. I mean, actually, in hindsight, that was a good call. Switching out APOM when Meowth came in. Because if they took that chip damage from Fake Out, then I think I would have been able to take out APOM a little easier. It's a close match, though. Yeah, honestly, I really should have done Scarf. There's a couple things I should have done differently. One, not wait till an hour before to prep. uh, Two, I think I probably should have done. Oh, interesting. Two, I should have probably done better at preserving Silicobra. Mostly just keep up the Sandstorm, so then I could get speed on Sandshrew. Because I've been doing like almost no speed investment since I have the Silicobra. That's the only bad thing about Sand Spiz. You have to take a hit to get the Storm up, but I also almost did Scarf on Zubat, and I honestly should have. But Zubat just kind of sucks, so. Yeah, I don't know. Bloomer played a really good game. They honestly had like the best names on their mons. Not as good as Always Sunny, but still pretty good. Still pretty good. I mean, I think it played pretty well considering. I think Mac or Meowth is usually a good lead. I like GRUNKY though, just so I can set up the terrain and get that Grassy Glide priority option up. This was kind of whatever. Starly, I don't know. Like I wasn't like too worried about Starly, honestly. Another addition to my team, it was either gonna be Zubat or it was either gonna be Zubat or Marini, but I don't know why I didn't. I don't know. They have a scary team, and I think I just kind of overthought some things, but I'm not. I don't know. They played a really good match, so I can't really complain. This is sad. Only one move on each of these. Rip Sandshrew. Even if I got, yeah, actually that would have outsped, right? Wait, I don't remember the speed tier it was in, but I don't think it would have mattered if I got Rapid Spin up on Sandshrew. I don't think I would have been able to outspeed Apom anyway. I should have had Fake Out on Zubat, but I think it's because I went with Specs. I decided to go with Specs. Honestly, when I was building this team, I was thinking I was going to do Zubat not as a lead, but pretty early on, like maybe switch out GRUNKY or whatever for Zubat. But yeah, Bloomer played a great game. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, thank you all for watching. Back to 500, which is fine. That's kind of my goal. Yeah, this next match will probably happen pretty soon. I don't know when I'll get it uploaded, but yeah, I'll get that going soon. I'll take more time to prep, and hopefully we get the W, get just above 500. Sweet. Thank you all for watching again, and I'll see you next time. All right, hey everyone. So as you can see, I did not get that victory, which is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of frustrating because every time, I shouldn't say every time I lose, but when I lose, it becomes instantly clear to me what I should have done most of the time. And for this week, for week 6, it was definitely kind of stick with more of the bread and butter sets that my team is has, you know. So like for GRUNKY, for instance, like I should have put U-turn on it, just so I could have gotten out of that Wimpod or Dwebble, you know, just kind of preserve it a little longer. And yeah, so I'll keep going through that in a second, but yeah, so this is Bloomer's team. I was really surprised that Magnemite didn't show up, which I shouldn't have been. Because you know, I have Sandshrew and I have Silicobra, which both just check Magnemite to no end. So it was, I mean, looking back, it was smart of Bloomer not to bring it. Dwebble, I think I took care of Dwebble pretty good. Again, I wish I didn't, you know, lose GRUNKY to it, but Dwebble's scary. You can see it has, you know, 9 KOs on the season, so. And this might have been after our match too, I'm not sure. Either way, Dwebble was pretty scary. Surskit, I thought I was more prepared for than I was, which you know, you all saw what happened. Yeah. Surskit was good, really good call. Because really, when I was team building, I was just thinking like, oh, Surskit, that's just gonna be like sticky web, and that's it. But I don't even know if it was packing sticky web. It just did really well. Zorua, we didn't see much of. You know, it was just at the end there. I was prepping for Zorua, and I think that's why I had Drain Punch on GRUNKY. I think that's why I made that call. But I also had like fighting moves on everybody. Like Charlie has HP fighting. I think Zubat did too. Yeah. So and yeah. So I'm recording this right now, a couple weeks after this battle took place. So I am trying to kind of remember. I did watch over it a couple times, but why I put fighting moves on 3 Pokemon, I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's because of the Magnemite scare as well. So yeah, probably between Zorua and Magnemite, I was like, oh yeah, I need some more fighting moves. But yeah, so Zorua, I mean, it won the game. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that. Starly, again, didn't really worry about that, and I think that played out pretty well. Starly, when I was team building, I was like, oh, that's going to be like the Mac check, but I was able to kind of get rid of it pretty quickly. I didn't think they were going to bring Yamask, and they didn't. Apom, obviously, that's their tier 0, so they're going to always bring that, just because Apom's a beast. I was thinking about doing Rocky Helmet, probably on Silicobra. For Apom, but I think I'm kind of glad I didn't, just because Eviolite on Silicobra is just too good. Bidoof I didn't worry about. Roggenrola I thought was gonna be brought this week, just as like another rock setter and, you know, just kind of harassing me. But again, because of Sandshrew and Silicobra, it's probably good that they didn't bring Roggenrola. And then they didn't bring Bergmite, but then Wimpod. I was not prepared for Wimpod at all. I was like, there's no way they're going to bring 2 water bugs, but it totally makes sense why they did, because, you know, bug for GRUNKY, water for Sandshrew, water for Silicobra, water for, you know. So that's like 4 of my team, right? So yeah, it makes sense. And yeah. I think they both get Aqua Jet, so that's kind of frustrating. I didn't really have an answer to that priority, so yeah. I think I was pretty close. I think I kind of said in the video, I was pretty close at accurately predicting what they were going to bring. It's just Wimpod was throwing me off there. But yeah, so this is kind of like, I kind of went over it already, but what I'm planning on doing this for week 7 next week, or this week, I guess. I actually, as I'm recording this, I think I'm supposed to do this battle today. Again, I had to go out of town for the kind of a crazy situation, so I'm behind on 2 weeks of battles. So, but I thought I'd get this week 6 up anyway. Sorry. So yeah, GRUNKY. I went Drain Punch. Drain Punch I think is pretty good, but I don't think it was good this week. Again, hindsight's 20/20, right? So like I thought like the fighting would be good against Magnemite and against Zorua, which it would have been, but I think what really cost me this time was U-turn. And I was talking to Venti actually after this battle, just trying to like, they reached out and they were really nice about like kind of giving me some pointers. So a lot of people this season have been, pretty much everybody I've played against, just kind of like been like, oh hey, you should have done this. It's been really nice. Yeah, I think they all know that this is like my first time doing any really competitive type thing. So they've been really good at helping me out. But anyway, Venti's big tip, well, I don't know if they said it outright. I think maybe I just kind of came to the conclusion myself. I can't really remember, but without their help I wouldn't have reached it. But it's to, I said it earlier, to get back to like the bread and butter, right? So with GRUNKY, I ran Adamant. You need I don't know, Adamant. I think Adamant and Jolly are like, you can kind of like go between the two, but I think for the most part Jolly would be better. I don't think Adamant cost me this week, but just going forward, Jolly's probably just the better one, just with Life Orb and like the stab on the grassy moves. But so for like the bread and butter type going forward, Fake Out is a must, Grassy Glide's a must, and then U-turn is probably a must, and then Knockoff is like right there as well. So really Drain Punch should have been swapped out for U-turn. I'm not saying, you know, obviously week 6 I can't tell if I would have won or not, but I would have been able to preserve GRUNKY a little bit longer if I had U-turn instead of Drain Punch. So yeah, especially if I'm leading with GRUNKY, I needed to have U-turn on there, which is more the bread and butter. Sandshrew, kind of the more, I don't know, Sandshrew you can do a lot with, and I think the spread and the nature and everything are good, but I switched, I think I said it one of the weeks or two ago, I can't remember. Stomping Tantrum should be EQ. It doesn't really matter if Grassy Terrain is up. That should still be EQ, because most of the time it's not going to be up. Because I always use Sandshrew late game, so this is usually not still happening. So, but other than that, I think Sandshrew has a pretty good set. I think that was a pretty good set for this week as well. So I'm not really too worried about. I don't really feel bad about Sandshrew, or Sandshrew set for week 6. Meowth though, this was crazy. So I was like, oh yeah, I need special attack, but you'll see it when I do my week 7 video, what I'm talking about, but this is not the bread and butter. This is, but everything else is not. I was like, I need a special attacker because I don't really have another one, and I know I've said that before, so, but it's almost like, I think I did it week 1, maybe week 2, maybe I've successfully hit up Nasty Plot, but that's not like something I should ever kind of rely on, especially since I'm using this as a pivot, so, or usually use Meowth as a pivot, so Fake Out and U-turn are kind of like musts on here as well. And then there's like 3 moves that you should have in Meowth, and one's kind of like your flex move, and especially Venti was telling me I can split like the attacks and still do really well with Technician and Life Orb, so, and again because Little Cup has such small like health pools. But yeah, again, I'll kind of get into that in the week 7 video. Silicobra, this is the bread and butter. Maybe switch out Facade for EQ, but since I only have one attacking move, Facade just does better, I think, on Silicobra. And since this is like Gen 8, I don't know, there hasn't been much like Little Cup presence for Silicobra, so yeah, I feel good about Silicobra. So my little ground types, I think I feel pretty good about. This is another big one. This should have been Scarf. It would have been a little outspeed Apom and Zorua. And I don't know, in fact, I don't know why I clicked Thunder Punch. I should have hit Iron Head. If I had a chance, it was Iron Head. Well, okay, actually, I take all that back. It was Rock Slide was the real chance. But in that turn where I was like, oh, what should I click against Apom? In that turn, I probably should have tried Iron Head just for a flinch chance. If for whatever reason I outsped. But Rock Slide with the stab and the flinch chance is better. There's just like the accuracy exchange. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. This should be Choice Scarf most of the time, if not all the time. I honestly should have switched these 2 items. I mean, if this was Scarf. This should have been Life Orb, this should have been Choice, so. But yeah, other than that, I think like the move spread was good and the EV spread was good. I just needed the speed on this, so. And then Zubat, I don't know what I can't really remember what the idea was here. Excuse me, I think it was Power. Power was like the main idea, that's why I went Modest and Specs, but this was a fail. This should have Tailwind. Well, okay, I'll kind of go, I think I'm bringing it again in week 7. I've started building, but this should have like heavy duty boost, this should have Tailwind, this should kind of be like a pivot type Pokemon. That being said, I think the moveset was good for what I was going for, except for maybe HP fighting. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think HP fighting would be fine had I not like what choice this week. So I would have been able to HP fighting A fine. But yeah. So anyway, that's kind of a little like post match kind of clarity there. Of what I should have done. I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from Bloomer. I think they played a really good game. Again, talking with Venti, especially, they kind of pointed out that I have a really scary team for people to kind of go up against. So they did really well playing against it, I think, and playing against it. And I really liked the mechanics for the Pokemon. So. But yeah, so that was just kind of like some like post-match, a couple weeks after the battle notes. And again, like as I'm recording this, I should be doing my making up my week 7 match, and that's against I Am Iron Man on Discord. So yeah, I'm still working on the team. I think I have it mostly done, but I will get that team preview going, and hopefully we get that battle in today, and hopefully we get above 500. So yeah, anyway, yeah, sorry things are a little different this week. Sorry I've kind of been a little AWOL, but yeah, life just kind of happens. Sweet, so cool. I will be back next week. Thanks again for watching, for commenting, for doing whatever you do. And yeah, I'll be back. Thank you so much.